The guard tells a colleague he has to deliver a package to the 39th floor and heads for the elevators. The man with the red tie and the old lady board one elevator as the full one leaves ahead. The security guard joins them. As the doors close, someone calls out. It's the young woman who gets in. Another man rushes in, holding the doors open, the man in the hoodie. Once inside, the elevator begins to move, but suddenly jams. Meanwhile, in the main security room, an older guard watches a hockey game. A younger guard enters and notices that one elevator is in inspection mode. The older guard contacts the building engineer, who is busy repairing a window high up. He tells the engineer to check the elevator first. Inside, the security guard grows anxious. The old lady presses him about emergency procedures, but as a temp, he doesn't know. The man in the red tie pushes the emergency button and questions why the guard has no walkie-talkie. A voice comes from the guard's radio, assuring them an engineer is on the way. He asks them to speak into the camera, but realizes the microphone is broken. The guard inside tries calling the lobby but has no signal, so the young woman offers her phone. The call drops quickly. Music plays in the elevator, and the man in the red tie starts singing, irritating everyone. The engineer heads to the machine room, nearly falling when the wind blows his hat off. Outside, two detectives approach the building. One finds glass on the ground and stops a man from sweeping it away, declaring the area a crime scene. A falling pane of glass narrowly misses his partner, confirming suspicion. Inside, the engineer checks the elevator shaft and calls the security room, saying he'll try a reset. The guard warns the elevator occupants that the lights will go out briefly. When power returns, the old lady yells at the security guard to back away. He admits he's claustrophobic. Another man opens a panel for fresh air. The guard suggests climbing out, but is told it's too dangerous. When the reset fails, the engineer decides to check from the basement. The guards discuss the broken window and the possibility of a jumper earlier that morning. In the elevator, the man in the red tie gives the old lady his business card, then makes a comment about wealth, comparing her to the young woman. The young woman accuses him of groping her. As lights flicker, the guards wonder if the engineer caused it, but he denies it. He pulls a lever with no effect, then decides to reset manually from the roof. The lights flicker again, and the younger guard notices something strange on the footage, frightening him. The engineer hears noises, follows them under the elevators, and barely avoids being crushed. In the elevator, the lights flicker once more, then fail completely. Strange noises follow. When the lights return, the young woman is injured, claiming something bit her. Blood is noticed on the man in the red tie, who tries to explain. Suspicion falls on him, and the security guard attempts to frisk him. The guards in the office decide to call the police. Outside, the detective from the diner is speaking with forensics when the elevator call comes in. He recognizes it's the same building and takes the case with his partner. At the security office, the younger guard shows the strange footage, but the older one dismisses it. The detective also ignores it, asking the people inside to show IDs, which turn out illegible. They head to the lobby to check the visitor log. Meanwhile, the young woman in the elevator has a terrifying vision of everyone dead before reality returns. The mirror shatters, and soon the man with the red tie is stabbed with a shard. The detectives see this on screen and call for backup. The younger guard explains that such tragedies often begin with suicides, and warns that the devil may be present in human form. He insists that one person in the elevator could be the devil. The detectives ignore him and suspect the security guard inside is involved. The fire department arrives. The detective declares the elevator a crime scene, doubting it's an accident but admitting the people don't look like killers. He instructs one man to pull a letter from the dead man's pocket, revealing he was meeting someone in the building. Forensics later show the suicide note from the jumper contained the phrase, "I can hear the devil's footsteps draw near." Inside, tensions rise, suspicions, frisking, and arguments. The engineer eventually falls onto the elevator and dies. Blood seeps inside. Firefighters begin cutting through the wall. Reviewing footage, they see the old lady stealing wallets, and that the third man once had a satchel now missing. Lights flicker again, and the old lady ends up dead. The detective orders a building lockdown. The younger guard insists evil is near and prays over the calm, angering the people inside. A fight breaks out, and the young woman urges the guard to kill another man. The detectives intervene, calming them down. The young woman is later revealed to have a criminal past, and her wealthy husband becomes a suspect. Meanwhile, the older guard dies in the basement after being electrocuted while handling wires. With only 3 left inside the elevator, the detectives grow convinced the security guard is behind the deaths. When the lights flicker again, he ends up dead. The last 2 panic, arming themselves with glass shards. The detective pleads with them, sharing his story of forgiveness, convincing them to drop the weapons. But when the lights go out again, the young woman is killed, leaving only one man alive. He then has a flashback, drinking and driving, causing a crash that killed a woman and child. He fled the scene, leaving only a note. Back in the elevator, he begs the devil, disguised as the old lady, to take him instead. She refuses and sends the elevator plummeting. When it stops, he finds the engineer's radio and confesses everything. The detectives realize he was the one responsible for the detective's own family's deaths. Despite this, the detective forgives him. Later, paramedics remove the bodies and the man is taken into custody. In the car, the detective tells him he forgives him for killing his family. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.